watching Let's Chat.
You wouldn't expect anything less, would you? It is good to see you.
I'm going to change what I've already written. I said to a dear friend.
I'm telling you, one of the favorite folks I've ever been able to interview is Dr. June Scobee Rogers, and she is joining us now, along with Thom Benson from the Tennessee Aquarium. Tom, good to see you.
Yeah.
Well,
This is one wonderful lady, let me tell you. So, Tom, you can go on over there and do whatever. Dr. June Scobee Rogers and I are going to spend the rest of this half hour talking. I'm just kidding. So good to see you again. Thanks for getting out.
Well, I'm over the moon about being here.
Are you? Bada bing. Tell us exactly what brings you down.
Well, we're excited. Tom can tell you more details about this moon footage that they discovered, that we're going to make an Imax movie with it, and we'll be showing it Friday night, and I'll be talking a little, for just a few minutes, about it all. It's tremendously exciting for our young people to see what we knew as older folks, what we saw happening as the astronauts climbed aboard and stepped and launched and stepped for the first time on the moon.
Tom, take it away.
It's hard to believe that at this day and age there's footage of Apollo 11 that has never been seen by people before, but there was a vault that they started looking into when they were working on this project, and they discovered a lot of 70mm film, the kind of film that we used to use in the IMAX projector before the IMAX with laser transition. So all of the technicians and the folks who were documenting Apollo 11 were shooting an IMAX film at the time. They just didn't realize it. And so the director and producer of this film found all of this footage. They found 11,000 hours of audio clips from the astronauts and 60 different people in mission control. So they said, let's just lay this out as it happens so people can experience that excitement of the whole mission from start to finish.
11,000 hours of audio clips?
Yeah, so there were 60 different people in mission control plus the astronauts, and they recorded all of those separately. So they had this treasure trove of archival audio tracks of footage that the astronauts shot in both 35 and 16mm, and they digitized that in 8K resolution. So this is, you know, reformatted for that giant IMAX screen, and so you'll experience Apollo 11 and relive that excitement.
To help put this in perspective, there are only 168 hours in a full week, start to finish. So 11,000 hours of audio clips is just, it's fascinating.
Right.
What did you think when you heard about this, that all of this new discovery, especially with your history? Tell me what the first thing that went through your mind.
Well, wondering about the archive of all of this footage and how exciting it must be. I was particularly excited that because of our Challenger centers all over the world, that they will have an opportunity to experience what the joy that we all saw all those years ago. And I have some exciting information, because when the kids come on that Friday night, I have a few of these books left, and I'll give one of them away. But it's science fiction, moon-based crisis.
Right.
Neil Armstrong, who was the first to step on the moon, said it's the next best thing to being there. The next best thing.
Pretty heavy endorsement.
A good endorsement, isn't it? And he did not endorse books at all. So he endorsed this book, which is for kids, science fiction. It's kind of fun. And then he endorsed this book as well, the Silver Linings book, that is the story of the Challenger. But and Don Rogers and I live here in Chattanooga now, so we both send a note to you.
Oh,
I've endorsed
bless your
this
heart.
to Chip Chapman, a friend for many years and a great TV personality.
Would you mind saying that again? I think I kind of lost that. That is awfully sweet. I will treasure that.
Thank you very much.
You have also done some other writing that we want you to talk about at some point. We don't have to do it today, but you're quite a prolific writer, aren't you?
You're kind. Not really. My daughter, Kathy Fulgham, is the real
She
writer
is a very
in the
prolific
family.
writer also. And I understand that part of the proceeds from this will be going to benefit the Challenger Center.
Yes, the UTC campus has the 25th Challenger Center that we built, and some of the funding will go to them, and the purchase of the books will go to the folks
I got to tell you,
Challenger Center.
I'm still blown away by the fact that there are 25 Challenger Centers.
There's 43.
43.
43. This was the 25th one built here.
You keep increasing the number on me.
They're all over the world.
They really are. And how does it feel? And of course, you have a lovely, lovely family. The biological kid family taken away. What's it like to see all these Challenger Centers coming up?
These Challenger Centers are like my own family,
Sure.
my own children. And just recently, we have a summer program
Right.
where we bring in the directors from all the centers. And they were in an auditorium to see Kristen McAuliffe, the teacher's lessons taught.
Right.
And I sat in the back just watching everything going on, so proud. And someone stepped up behind me and said, "Do you realize these 1,000 or so people in here all have you to thank for their job?" And I just
Wow.
broke up in tears thinking,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, I guess that's true.
Very valid point.
Even though I'm the biggest volunteer.
Very valid point.
Think of him.
But what a blessing you and your family are to our entire community. I'm telling you what, anytime that Dr. June Scobee Rogers wants to walk in this studio, if I'm in here, she's walking in whenever she wants. Tom, give us the particulars
Yep.
on what's going on
So
as
this
far as
Friday
the showing.
evening, 7 p.m., Dr. Rogers will introduce the film, talk a little bit about the space program, where it's heading, talk about the Challenger Center, share some of her stories about Neil and Buzz and some of her other astronaut
Hilarious,
friends.
Yeah.
hilarious personal stories.
Which you got to consider, these are historical figures for most of us. They're on a first name basis with
Yeah.
her. I mean, I just think that is one of the neatest
So we're
things
so
ever.
grateful to have that opportunity, and also grateful to say congratulations to Dr. Rogers, because she will be down in Florida for the Apollo 50th Gala and will receive an award for her leadership in STEM education.
Big
You
deal.
rock.
It's a big
you
deal.
just rock. You know that. She rocks. And that is going to be when? We're running out of time, but when you're going to be down in Florida for the big event?
It will be the same day as the launch of the Apollo, which will be July 16th.
Wow. You know, I would say she leads an exciting life, but that would be the understatement of the year. Tom, always
Yeah.
good to see you.
Thank you.
Dr. June Scobee Rogers, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Chip.
Thank you so much. Please come back anytime. We hope you will join us with more of Let's Chat right after this.